Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. In this one today, we're going to be ranking the top 5 best LMGs in Treyarch Zombies. The criteria for this video is going to be the damage, ammo, accessibility, ease of use, and point generation. So with all that out of the way with, let's get right into it. Coming into our number 5 spot, we have the Hammer from Black Ops 2. This LMG all around is very solid. It doesn't excel in one category like some of the other LMGs that we're going to talk about on this list, but it's great when it comes to all 5 criteria. In terms of damage, it might not be the best LMG in the game, but it is up there, and it can carry you into the later rounds. The ammo is great with this weapon as well. LMGs excel a lot when it comes to ammo, and the Hammer is no exception. It has a lot of ammo in comparison to other weapons in Zombies, but compared to other LMGs, it's a bit on the lower end, but it still is plenty to kill a large amount of zombies. Especially when you pack-a-punch it, this weapon will hold more ammo than any SMG or assault rifle in Zombies. The big redeeming factor with this weapon is that the ease of use with this gun is really good. The mobility is increased greatly once you pack-a-punch this weapon, the reload speed is much faster than most other LMGs in Zombies, and the fire rate is really fast. The first couple bullets with this weapon shoot really fast, which can help a lot with points if fully utilized. The only reason I can't put this LMG higher up on the list is because there are better LMGs in general. And when it comes to accessibility, the Hammer just isn't that great. It is only a box weapon, and with the lower ammo in comparison to other LMGs, it doesn't make for a great weapon in the long run. But if you want a solid weapon for doing Easter eggs or playing through lower rounds, the Hammer is definitely one of the best that you can pick in Black Ops 2. Moving into our number 4 spot, we have the Zwayander from Black Ops 4. It's rare for Black Ops 4 bullet weapons to excel in comparison to other Treyarch guns, but the Zwayander is one of the exceptions. Out of all of our criteria on this list, there is one that this weapon excels greatly at in comparison to other LMGs, and that is the ammo. This gun pack-a-punched and with Bandolier Bandit can hold 1,500 bullets in total, which is much more than any other LMG in Zombies. With this large amount of ammo, you also have a really good fire rate. Unfortunately, due to the Black Ops 4 point system, you can't rack up a ton of points with the fast fire rate on this gun, but you can kill zombies a lot faster because of it. If this gun was in Black Ops 3, this weapon would be one of the best point-making weapons in Zombies, but unfortunately it isn't. When it comes to damage, it is solid, but the majority of the firepower provided by this weapon comes from the rate of fire, so even if it wasn't that great, it wouldn't really matter. In terms of ease of use, this gun is much easier to control in comparison to the Hammer, but the mobility is a bit worse. If you have stamina up in the modifier slot, you won't notice the slow mobility with this gun, but without stamina up, you will move really slow with this weapon. The reload speed once again is really good in comparison to other LMGs in Zombies. Again though, similar to the Hammer in Black Ops 2, the only complaint that I have with this weapon is the accessibility. Not only do you not have the customization options with this gun like most other guns in Black Ops 4, but it's also only a box weapon, so you can't buy more ammo. The gun already comes with a lot of ammo, so you most likely won't need to buy more anyways, but it's always good to have as an option. For all these reasons, we have to put the Zwayander at our number 4 spot. Next up on our list, we have the LSAT from Black Ops 2. The Hammer and Zwayander both had issues when it comes to accessibility because they were only box weapons. The LSAT, on the other hand, is a wall weapon and a box weapon on the map Buried, which helps a lot when it comes to accessibility. You can rack up a ton of points in the early rounds, buy this weapon off the wall, and you're set with a really solid weapon for the rest of the game. Buying more ammo is a bit of a hassle because you do have to do certain Easter egg steps, and you also need the paralyzer, but it's still great to have the option to buy more ammo nonetheless. The damage with this gun is really good, being able to carry you into the much later rounds, definitely a much better option for high rounds in comparison to the Hammer and the Zwayander. The ammo is about on par for what an LMG in Zombies should have, a little bit more than the Hammer, but not a lot compared to the Zwayander. Overall, really solid when it comes to ammo, point generation, damage, and accessibility. The only problem that I have with this weapon is the ease of use. The reload speed is a bit slower in comparison to the other LMGs that we have on this list. When you pack-a-punch this gun as well, it gets a really huge scope that can be really hard to look down, and moving around with this weapon isn't that great of an experience. Overall, if you want to have a good late round weapon, the LSAT is a great option. For the earlier rounds, while it still can be really effective, there are just much better LMGs to use in terms of mobility. So for that, we're gonna have to put the LSAT at our number 3 spot. Coming into our number 2 spot, we have the MG08 from Origins. This LMG is almost perfect. When it comes to damage, it is one of the better LMGs in zombies. It can carry you into the much later rounds, and this weapon also comes with a special effect where with the Black Ops 2 version, the bullets bounce off the walls. You most likely won't ever kill more zombies with this effect, but it still is pretty cool nonetheless. Another cool thing about this weapon is that it's quite easy to obtain. There is a side quest that you can do with the Maxis drone to get this weapon really effectively without having to deal with spinning the box. Unfortunately, you can't get more ammo with this method, but it makes the accessibility a lot better because you can get this weapon really easily and it comes pack-a-punched. Another great thing about this weapon is the ease of use. You can move around really quickly with this gun, and the reload speed is also really fast. Even though it is classified as an LMG, it moves like an assault rifle. The only downside with this gun is the ammo. It is a little bit less than most other LMGs that we've talked about on this list. It still has a decent amount in comparison to other weapons in zombies, and a lot to carry you into the later rounds, but not that much for LMG standards. Overall, the MG08 is a really solid weapon when it comes to the damage, ease of use, point generation, and accessibility. The ammo might not be the best, but in comparison to other guns, it is still really good. I would put this LMG at our number 1 spot if there wasn't another gun that performs a lot better overall when it comes to zombies. And coming into our number 1 spot, we have the Dingo from Black Ops 3. This LMG is everything that you would want in an LMG. In terms of damage, it is one of the best of all time. There are other LMGs like the Gorgon that deal more damage overall, but the Gorgon shoots really slow, which means you won't be able to kill zombies as fast. The Dingo not only deals a ton of damage, but it also has a really fast rate of fire, meaning you can kill zombies really quickly and also get a ton of points. This LMG is also really easy to use since you have all the Black Ops 3 weapon kits. The reload speed, recoil, and movement speed with this gun is one of the best in the LMG class. The ammo is much better in comparison to the MG08, not more than some of the other LMGs that we talked about on this list, like the Zwayander, but still a great amount nonetheless. The point generation is also really solid. It does do a ton of damage, so you won't be able to rack up as many points in the earlier rounds, but in the later rounds, this weapon can be really effective towards making points. The only downside to this weapon is the accessibility. It is only a box gun, so you don't have multiple ways to get more ammo, but in Black Ops 3, you have immolation and alchemical. So getting this weapon and getting ammo for it isn't too much of a big deal for that game specifically. Overall, this is not only the best LMG in zombies, but one of the best weapons as well. Whenever I do an Easter egg in Black Ops 3 and I can't get my hands on the Wonder Weapon, I always try to pick up this weapon because of the great damage and mobility that it has for being part of the LMG class. It excels in all of our criteria, so for that, we're gonna have to put the Dingo at our number 1 spot. Anyways, guys, it's going to wrap up this video for today. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, do all that. Leave your comments down below if you want to see me do any other type of content. Check down the description as well for more zombie-related videos. And yeah, I got nothing much else to say, so peace.